morning and welcome to debate number 2 of 3. Audience, please join me in welcoming our candidates Camden Roosh and Andrew Smith. All right, candidates, let's begin with our first question of the night. With Planned Parenthood's recent released videos showing them discussing the sale of aborted fetuses, do you support the measure to defund Planned Parenthood? And is it defending Planned Parenthood an attack on women's rights? Camden, will you please start?
I believe we should stop the funding of abortion, both morally and financially. First of all, in the MVP, we believe at life in conception. And did you know that we spend an average of $542 million a year on abortion? Imagine the poverty we could fix, the funds for college we could pay for, the millions of things we could do. In 10 years, this country would look 10 times better, both financially and morally, if we cut all funding for abortion.
Camden, would you like to not use your full minute?
Nope.
All right, Andrew, will you please answer?
Well, like my opponent, I also do not believe in abortion or Planned Parenthood. The problem is we can talk all day, hey, we should stop Planned Parenthood, like my opponent's saying. You know what the problem is we can't. Because the Republicans in Congress have tried, but we have a president in the White House that's going to veto any measure against it, and half of Congress is Democratic, and they're going to fight against it. So you know what? I wish we could stop this, because it is clearly against the Bible. It is clearly morally unright, but the problem is we can't. So the only solution is getting representatives in the government that support life, and that's all I have to say.
Andrew, would you like to not use your full minute?
That's correct.
All right, moving on to the next question. The topic is evangelism. Andrew, you will begin with this question. Should Christianity be included in public education? Why or why not?
Okay, so I went to public school, so I know what it's like. In science classes, history, everywhere, they are constantly supporting and talking about atheist worldviews, and I just don't think that's right. Now, I'm not saying we should force Christianity or force any other religion, because we have freedom of religion in this country, and it's a great freedom, and I support that. But the problem is the teachers in the public education system have become too biased to atheist views and hardly ever support anything else. And I found when I would try to make a stand for it, it was often extremely hard to do, and no Christian organizations could meet actually at this school. And I just think we need more freedom of religion in the school system. That's all I have to say.
All right, would you not like to use your full minute, Andrew?
That'd be correct.
All right, moving on to Camden. Should Christianity be included in public education? Why or why not?
I do believe that Christianity should be advocated in public school systems, but not in a heavy degree. I believe most religions are actually taught at public schools, but because Christianity is so controversial, they've decided to leave it out altogether. I believe Christianity should be taught as an option, just like every other religion is taught as an option, but not forced on people's lives. Christianity is the basis of what started this country. If we leave it out, we're leaving out the base of what started America. That's all I have to say.
Camden, you would not like to use your full minute, correct? All right, moving on to the next topic. Camden, you will begin with this. It's a topic on marijuana. Should marijuana be legalized? Is there a difference in the legalization of marijuana for medical use or recreational purposes? Please explain. Camden?
No, as I stated last debate, I do not believe that marijuana is useful at all because it's a gateway drug to many other drugs such as heroin. We've talked about this when we talked about heroin. It would increase the sales in a lot of states and would fund a lot of things, but the repercussions of it would be deadly. Many people would be introduced to drugs that they've never tried before just because marijuana doesn't have any side effects. They'd assume that other drugs don't have any side effects just like marijuana. and they would jump on that. According to a university study at Yale, 18 to 25 people in that age range that start to use marijuana end up using much deadlier drugs and abuse them. So no, I do not suggest using marijuana or legalizing that at all.
All right, that is time. Let's move on to our next candidate, Andrew. Should marijuana be legalized for recreational or medical purposes? Please explain your reasoning.
I clearly do not believe that it should be legalized. And if medically we need it and there's not another drug that can do what it does medically, then sure, we need to give people every option they can to get better. And now my opponent said that marijuana has no side effects, and that is a clear lie. It does. It has been found that driving under the influence of marijuana, you are 2 times more likely to crash. You can find traces of THC in it. It can be addictive. It also has not been linked directly to death, but has been linked to heart problems that may cause death. Also, mothers who are pregnant under marijuana, their babies usually come out premature more than normal mothers would. So marijuana clearly has bad side effects, and I don't think it should be legalized.
All right, that concludes our second of 3 debates. Thank you for tuning in. Our third debate is coming up soon. Have a great day, everybody, and you stay Christian, Calvary.